Right, guys, and welcome back. This is Above Average FPL. My name's Adam, and as always, joined by Baker. How you doing, mate?
Very well, mate. Pre-deadline, quick pod.
Yeah,
Why
sounds
not?
good, mate. Sounds good. Yeah, it is Friday evening, 5:30 UK time at the moment. And yeah, we've both just finished work, so we thought we'd just have a quick chat on what we're going to be doing for Game Week 29 with the international break now over. The BPS pod is now done. Chips are active, transfers made, a few bits and pieces going on. So yeah, just thought we'd have a quick
Not all
chat.
chips active yet, are they?
Not yet. Not yet. Although I don't think I'll have enough time. So yeah, I haven't activated the bench boost chip just yet, but I don't think I'll have enough time to plan the alternative bench boost. And this is a perfectly reasonable opportunity to use it as well. So it's highly likely that the chip will be played this week, to be fair, just because I don't have the time.
When was we did we do this? Was it Wildcard where we did this? And it was like, oh, I'm not sure. Then about an hour later, it was like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I still regret that. I do
Yeah.
regret it. I felt like I was forced into it almost. I was definitely peer
So it's my
pressured.
fault.
Yeah,
So
oh,
I
absolutely.
mustn't force you into bench boost here. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, basically,
Good.
yes. Yeah. So cool. Well, yeah. No. So hello. Hello. I can't speak today for some reason. Hello to everyone in the YouTube live chat. Thanks for joining us. We will be fielding some questions from our Discord, from our patrons, but also going through, just having a quick look at the fixtures, I guess. Everyone knows what is what, and we will have a look at our teams, and then, yeah, hopefully, I want to keep it to below 30 minutes, so nothing too in depth, but yeah, just if you do have any questions, if we get to them at the end, we'll come to them, but if not, then I'm sorry, but just drop us a message on Twitter or come and join the Patreon and get your questions read out on a Friday stream or something like that.
Yeah. So where we at? Where you at? Where you at?
Should we just go straight into the teams?
Yeah, let's go straight to our
Teams up.
teams.
So here are our teams. There are flags everywhere. My team on the left, Pope, Botman, Chilwell. I mean, I'm reading this out. This is a bus team. It's not even a bus team. In fact, it's actually just how it was kind of left. I feel like.
Yeah.
It must have been. But yeah, I've Botman, Chilwell, Trippier, Stupinan, Madison, Saka, Rashford, March, Mitoma, Watkins, Raya, Kane, Tony, Gabriel. So I'll say all 15 because they're on. Because if we're considering bench boost, then we need to consider everybody rather than just who's on the bench.
I mean, I'm almost the same effectively but it's Kepa, Stupinan, Chilwell, Botman, Trippier, so the same back line. Rashford, March, Madison. I have already brought in Bruno for Odegaard. I did that yesterday. So my free transfer is used. Tony Watkins, and then, setting up. I mean, I'll definitely go more bench boost wanker tomorrow, but Raya, Henry, Kane, and Saka is where it is at the moment.
Does this mean
and
that
my
you're going to
bench
get
boost is active?
Does this mean you're going to get dropped from your Scout SKLW team because they
Oh
don't?
yeah, it's a friendly, isn't it? Yeah, no, I have been warned on that. So, damn it, I don't think I can be a wank. I'm gonna have to do it
Yeah,
properly.
because
Oh
apparently there's
no.
some rubbish rule where the bench, if you do bench wankery on bench boost, the bench players don't count towards your team.
Oh,
So you can't do it. I mean, mate, you're in a serious squad. You are. I mean,
serious squad.
I can do it because we're rubbish, but
We're all serious, mate. We're all serious. Okay, I will do proper bench.
of course you will.
Yeah, what about this? Let me tell you this. If I take, let's just look at this. If I take a -4 on Rico Henry to Luke Shaw, should I leave Luke Shaw on the bench, or should I swap him then with Botman? And then do I take the -4 off of my bench or not?
What?
Exactly. It's nonsense. Like, because effectively people want to say, oh, you should put your worst players on your bench. So effectively, once I've got Shaw in my team, I think Shaw's a better player than Botman. So I should put Botman on my bench. But then does it mean that I get my gross score for my bench? Because technically I haven't had a hit for Botman. So I don't think I should take -4 off what I judge my bench to be.
Send that to Greyhead or something. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly. It's
ridiculous.
nonsense. just get loads of points. That's the aim.
That's the aim. So yeah, let us know. Let us know in the chat whether you are on a chip or not. And yeah, I forgot to put a poll in there, but I can put one in there now. I mean, are you thinking of another move then?
I'm probably gonna do a -8.
What?
So I just put out mine's just easy there.
Did you tweet that? Because this is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, I made my decision on a move I was going to make on the first day of the game week, and I'm still on exactly the same move as it stands, albeit I'm a little bit and on Brighton, so we'll talk about that. So I've done Bruno for Odegaard. I'm probably going to hit out Saka and Henry for sure, and either McAllister or Matoma. And I'm not 100% convinced on McAllister or Matoma. I initially thought I would definitely go to McAllister, but Ferguson's playing really well. He talked about Ferguson, how well he's playing. Ferguson and Welbeck have been at home the whole time in this 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I just worry that with the game being Saturday, Tuesday, we might see one of them a bit further back. And I just that there was a interview with Solly March, and he talked about after he scored, talked about obviously Matoma put him through, that they've been practicing coming off their wings and getting in behind. And I'm like, maybe I just want Matoma. Maybe I think, penalty is obviously a big thing. The fact that he just wanders into the box and gets ridiculous chances is a big thing. But we did the bonus pod and we looked at how good Matoma's baseline is and where he's at. And I'm like, he's such a good play. So I'm swaying my way back to Matoma. I also think it's all very well saying, yeah, I'll make the sideways switch. But you also do have a little bit of, I'd be a lot sadder if the guy that I took out did well. And I'm like, I'm quite easy to go back to it. I don't think just because that's, one of the reasons why I took Matoma out last week for Maddison. In a way, I've profited because I took him out for Maddison, which was -4, but he got 5 points. So yeah, it's like I'm a point in the bank for it. So I think I'm now signing back towards I'm going to do Matoma back in for Saka.
Okay. And are you thinking beyond this? Are you thinking that you're going to want to move any Brighton players on for like 30, 31, 32, anything like that? You're going to keep them through that tough set of fixtures? You're going to have triple...
They're not playing, though. Like, I wouldn't need to make a decision on which player to march on Matoma, but there's no chance. One of the reasons I want Shaw is I don't like the defence going forward after this week. I really don't massively like it. Like, Chilwell's got Wolves, but then it's before Europe. You never know. Newcastle fixture's not good. Brighton fixture's not great. I just like Shaw. You should plug him in and go, right, you get Everton and Forest, 30, 31. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
So do I think it's really big worth this week? Do I expect Shaw to get 2 clean sheets or even with 1 clean sheet? Maybe not in 29, but I just think the player's better, and I think I will benefit in 30, 31. I think I will benefit in 34. So I do think, what I'm looking to do hurts my net 29 score. I do think so, because Leeds are decimated, mate. Taking out Arsenal is horrific. Players. But I do think it'll help me 30, 31, 34. And it frees me up a lot of money. It frees me up straight Tony to Haaland. And I'm like, that's the move I still think I'll end up doing. So I think I'm going to do the -8. I almost certainly will, unless there's some news in the morning. Captain, I'm still not really sure. I want to be Rashford. If there was anything confirmation bias that suggests it's okay tomorrow, then probably Rashford. But I like Bruno. I do really like Solly March.
I don't think you're going to get a better opportunity for Brighton players. Like, I just feel like the Brentford game being at home and then Bournemouth, I just think I know the tough thing about Brentford, and, we're talking about United and Brighton have both got Brentford in this double. They don't lose games, right? They don't lose many games. They've lost 5 games all season or something like that. It's crazy how good they've been at not losing. That doesn't mean they're not conceding, of course.
Yeah.
But I would expect Brighton to create more than United in the same fixture. And therefore, when I'm looking at it, do I prefer Man United going away to Newcastle, or do I prefer Brighton going away to Bournemouth? So I mean, exactly. I can't see a world in where I captain a Man United player. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Brighton have been as good, if not better, than Arsenal at creating chances since De Zerbi came in. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like Man United's last post World Cup numbers are inflated by the fact that they had an absolute joy of fixtures post World Cup. There's no doubting that. And I'm not saying they're about. I'm not saying
the player though, mate. In double game weeks, Bruno, Rashford. Like, how often does it go wrong with Bruno Rashford? Like 19 points.
Well,
Rashford,
Bruno certainly. But
we all triple captain Rashford for a bucket load of points.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
He is special, in that sense, and I'm fully with you. If I really was absolutely confident on which Brighton to do, and I think the upside is definitely there. Do I think that there'll be one of the Brighton midfielders that outscores both Rashford and Bruno this week? Yeah, I do. Do I know which one it is? Absolutely no idea. But I do think it's a magnificent opportunity. The bit that puts me off Mitoma and McAllister, he mentioned again today the fact that opponent's going to be difficult, and we've got a lot of players that just come back. Although he did say there's no fatigue, they are still playing 7 games in a month, which they haven't been doing. They are still playing Saturday and then their Tuesday night short rest time. It concerns me. Is having that extra day tomorrow to get themselves already Man United, by the time Rashford and Bruno's there, like, I'm fine with that. And they're so much more used to playing midweek weekend. I mean, Bruno, for one, just does it. But we've seen Rashford turn it on Thursday nights and then turn it on again on Sundays. Like, these guys know it. It is comfort blanket, I think, Man United as a cap.
No, fair enough.
It's not brave, is it? It's not really brave.
No.
Like, no. Bruno's brave. Bruno's brave, I think, is if people are on it. Rashford is your standard cap. Brighton, roll the dice, get lucky.
Yeah, I think it's gonna feel like there's gonna be a very small dispersion of score. I feel like there's going to be quite a small dispersion of scores across I guess what we would call the community or whatever, across a bunch of engaged managers. I think that it will be, I guess it feels like it might be like game week 27 where you captain the right Brentford, or it didn't matter, right? I think it was what was it, game week 27? I'm going to have a quick look at that, and just because I obviously had them all. But you went, should I captain Tony, 13 points, Mitoma, 12 points, March, 11 points. You could have had a Stupinan at 9 points, Ben Mee at 9 points, or Raya at 9 points. Like, the difference was 4 points.
And I kind of hope it's like that. I really do, because I feel like everyone, they're good people and they should do good stuff. I'll tell you what is good for you, which is interesting, because I've been there. So game week 26 last season, I triple captain. No, I didn't triple captain Salah. I wildcarded. And what did I do for that day? I went to an FPL meets. Right. Damn you, Nima. I went to an FPL meets and we all sat around a grubby little laptop and watched him on a grainy stream bang 2 in against Norwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched everyone, and it was horrific. But then I had Harry Kane in my wildcard team, and I got to celebrate him scoring against Man City. And I'm telling you,
this is good actually. I like this. Hold on, because United don't play until Sunday.
Time. So, well, I'm saying to you, what are you doing tomorrow, mate?
Yeah, I'm going to Edinburgh FPL meets. So
you've got to captain a Brighton player. You've absolutely got to. Like, I refuse to allow it. If like you said about I'm bullying you as captain of Brighton player because you want to be there. You want to be there with 30
I was saying to. I think it's funny because I had a question from someone from when I went on to speak to Ryan, the Scout podcast, Scout the Game Week, and he said, "What was your best and worst moment in FPL this season?" I was like, "It happened in the same game week where I captained Mitoma on the Saturday, and then Haaland came and scored a hat-trick against Wolves on the Sunday. Like, that Saturday was like dreamland. Being able to take on Haaland." Yeah. I mean, look, you don't need to bully me into captaining. I've just literally said I don't see a world in which I captain a United player, so I'm already there.
So who you capping
My
for
brain
Brighton?
is there. Mitoma. Yeah, Mitoma's the cap. Yeah,
Love it.
I think
Yes,
Mitoma's a
we've
cap.
got an exclusive on the team selection. Matoma cap
Yeah.
live at meets.
Yeah. I'm buzzing for that. No, yeah, Mitoma almost. Yeah, Mitoma was the first one that came to mind. Certainly.
I want the
Plus he
voice
scored,
note.
so the
I want
confirmation
the
bias.
voice note when he scores. If he scores a screen, I want the voice note of you screaming. I want anyone that's there tomorrow. I want you to video it and send it. Stick out to it of Adam running around the pub.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be
Be
fun.
amazing.
If he doesn't score, I'm going home. That's it. I'm out. No, I'm joking. Oh, it could be so good, but it could be so bad. Yeah. So
So you might bench boost, might not bench boost.
I probably will. I mean, looking at 34, am I going to be able to get to a second City player? Can I get 3 Liverpool players in time? I can probably get a couple. I mean, people who've still got a wild card are just laughing right now. I think.
Oh yeah, it's nice now. It's nice.
So nice. I just don't think I would have enough to get 15 out. 11, I feel is obviously fine with transfers, but I think to get 15 from those clubs that double, so City, Liverpool, United, Brighton obviously double, Fulham no, and West Ham no, but from those 4. Yeah, it is difficult. I mean, it's the only one. I'm just trying to think of who we've got playing this week. So we've got Chelsea. Some people have got Liverpool players. We've got Brentford players. We've got Man United players. We've got Newcastle players. So we kind of have teams playing each other, right? This is the bit why we said 27 was a really good double game week, a really good bench boost opportunity, because the teams that we wanted to get players from didn't actually play each other. I feel potentially
there's nailed on rubbishness in there. Like there's nailed on rubbishness. Like you've got Newcastle and but you want Man United, and it's not going to work. But get that.
That's another reason why I'm not rushing to get United players in, even though I can. Obviously, I mean, like Everton, Forest, Spurs away, then Villa, Brighton double, West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth, Chelsea probably in a double. Fulham. I mean, all of that's good. Like all of that is good fixtures. So it's kind of tough now, but that's probably what puts me off a little bit as well. Is this hedging type bench boost that we've got going on, where unless a game like in what world is Newcastle versus Man United like 4-3? In fact, that's actually terrible for me, because if I get 2 United players in, I've got triple Newcastle defense. Like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah,
it makes absolutely zero sense to dive in on United, to be honest.
Got to get points by right now. The problem with a big double game week is you can't avoid it. There's going to be situations where that happens. You can't. There's just such a big double game week. It's going to happen. But hey, we'll work it out. So you're not sure if you're taking hits. Not probably going to bench boost.
Yeah.
I think the thing with someone like, have you still got your Brentford defender? Can't remember.
I do not know.
No, you got rid of him. You binned him. I think, Gabriel's going to have Holding next to him. Leeds, I think, can score. I think also Leeds will concede 4. that's the massive danger. Nothing feels good. Nothing feels good about taking out Saka. Nothing. But going forward, I'm just rolling the dice on it. Do I think it's going to hurt me? Yes. I think it's a good decision. I think it's right, but I feel like it's. I'm just going to commit, and we're at that stage of the season. We've got like a third of it left, and I just think I'm going to take a chance and try and punt against it. And
that's where I think the opportunity is for people that hold him, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's definitely the case as well, is because he'll be a lesser owned, your Odegaard, your Martinelli's, even the defence on it. There probably is likely a swing in one way or another. I can't see, they're never going to just, what, are they going to lose the last 10 games? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Every player who plays in their team averages 5 points a game, so I do think it's going to hurt, but you do have another player, and you hope that he does well too, or does better.
Yeah.
Should we ask some questions? We've got
I've literally just opened the Discord, so that's perfect. I was going to go back to the main view, but then I realised that I don't think I've turned off the intro for the millionth time. So I think let me just
leave it up, mate. Leave
no,
the
it's
team
fine,
up.
it's fine. There we go. Job done.
Oh, there we are.
So
cool.
go on. Do you want? Okay. Sell all Arsenal, Man U, Brighton folks when free hitting in 32. How many hits are worthy for it? I.e., Bruno Shaw, Brighton mids incoming. That was Thomas or Tuomas.
I think hits are worth it if they're players that you want from here onwards. I think hits are not worth it if it's just a straight punt and you think you're going to get rid of them. That's how I see it.
I mean, I would more likely go hits for United. I can't see a hit paying off with Tottenham, Chelsea, City in the next 3 for Brighton. It might pay off by the end of the season, but you'll feel pain for the next 4 weeks.
The only thing about the hit for Brighton, like me or anyone, is depends on how much value you're freeing up, because all of these things are money as well.
Yeah,
there are money as well, so you got to look at it. We are going to get into a space where Brighton. The good thing about free Brighton is that they help you to afford Liverpool. They help you to afford United. Players are expensive when we get to 34 and all that stuff. But hit for good players, don't hit for bad players.
Yeah.
And hit for the ones that you think will do good for you in 30, 31, 34, 35, 37. Don't worry about what I get this week.
Okay. What is the number 1 transfer in this double game week? Is that actual transfer, or do we think is going to be? Because it feels like an Odegaard to Saka, Saka to Bruno feels like is going to be the most common transfer.
Odegaard to Bruno and Brentford defender to Shaw is what the template will do. Hence, that's why I'm doing it, because I'm a boring bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Captain, we've spoken about. Sorry, Dan. So the question before was from Steve. Dan, he's optimal captain. We've spoken about that. Rashford, Bruno, Brighton mid. I think we've covered all bases. You very much so are Rashford, Bruno. I'm very much Brighton mid. So yeah, we're well split on that.
March, if I'm not ruling out March, it is he would be my Brighton person that I would.
I don't hate it, even though I mean, out of the 3, I would go Matoma, McAllister, March, probably. But any one of them is good enough, I think.
Yeah.
With these 2 fixtures, any one of them is good enough.
Yeah, I've seen loads at looking at McAllister cap, and I can't. Flappy's in the chat and said, "How on earth are you going to an FPL meets in Scotland and not capping McAllister?" It's a fair point.
Because I don't own him.
You should do.
I'm not taking a hit to captain.
It's his country, McAllister for his country.
Nah. Kev asks, is it worth taking a hit to get 15 starters for bench boost? He still has wildcard left and will wildcard 33, bench boost 34. So he could. Sorry, so he could wildcard 33 and bench boost 34.
Yeah, I would. I think if I had still had wildcard left, I'd wildcard 33, bench boost 34. Because we talked about this earlier and said you're going to want free Liverpool, you're going to want free Man United, you're going to want free Brighton. Yeah. You're going to want free City.
Let's just quickly fire out these fixtures post game week 34 for these teams, right? City, home to Leeds, away to Everton, double, and then away to Brentford. Liverpool, home to Brentford, away to Leicester, home to Villa, away to Southampton. United, away to West Ham, home to Wolves, double, home to Fulham. Brighton, potential double in 35 or 36. That will come with either Everton at home or Arsenal away. Then another double in 37 with Southampton and Man City, and then away at Villa.
Yeah.
Like
wildcard 33.
You'd wildcard 33.
Bench boost 34 all day long.
Yeah. The only awkwardness you'll get is you'll probably only want 2 City in 33 against Arsenal. Maybe you want 3. And then you transfer 1 in 34. Just easy peasy.
Oh, Kev's typing it. That was from Kev. Kev's typing in the old stream questions.
Oh, was he?
I think we might have a follow-up.
It's coming back. Because he said hit would probably be non-to to Ings if he did that.
You ain't starting. You ain't starting non-to anyway. It depends if you're not bench boosting. Yeah. He's just in. Then you wouldn't put the money onto the bench because the starting level is expensive. I think I'd still have fun with the bench boost. 34.
Richard said, lots of content creators are advising against West Ham and Leicester players because we'll soon want rid and no one wants to book in transfers. could this be too long-termist? It reminds me of when I ignored Mitoma.
There's still the old bit on free hit, non-free hit. I don't think you can trust West Ham. There's so many good options and stuff to look at that I just think you should be focusing transfers on Brighton and Man United and potentially Liverpool.
I also think that the points feel like they're going to be more spread out across West Ham as well. I mean, I don't feel because you've now got Ben Rama on pens, and so that takes points away from Bowen, who may score points. Scamacca's sort of chipped in, Paqueta's chipped in, and whatever else. They're not as funneled towards one or two players as they used to be, and you don't get anything from the back line whatsoever. From Emerson and Kufal give nothing now. Cresswell's dead. Well, not physically actually, but yeah, he's basically gone as an FPL asset again. Zuma, can't do it.
There's always a donger. Zuma could be the dong. Well, one I noticed earlier, I don't know if you saw it, but you've talked a few times about Cash, haven't you? You see he's out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I did see that he was injured.
Chilwell up against Bailey and Ashley Young.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Mate, like you want a real wild punt, Chilwell cap. Like see what you can do home to Villa. I'm not that adventurous.
What and then Trent.
And then Trent.
Yeah. Feels like fun.
He could go mad.
That feels like season. That feels season ending. That does doing that.
Could you be back to back Chilwell caps?
That's
how long it's been since the last game week.
Did I cap Chilwell last week?
Yes,
I did, didn't I? For a point, he owes me. He owes me.
Back to back Chilwell caps. Like that is. If you're chasing Chilwell cap this week, it's hilarious.
Oh mate, that's probably a bit too much even for me. And talking of me, Dan asked, would an extra hit to move away from me to Stupinan work?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I think you'll want it at some point in 34, 37. It gets you there, you've done it. And because teams like Man United and Liverpool and a lot of their best assets are midfielders on that triple midfield spot for Brighton is going to be a tough gig going forward. So I probably would. Yeah.
Kev's now bench boosting. So thanks for the question.
I love it.
Cheers for the question.
I love it. I love it when someone asks a question when you know they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm like that to you sometimes as well.
Yeah, we all are. We literally, the whole of Twitter at the moment is doing that. Like literally, I'm going to tell you why this one's good. I'm going to tell you because it's like we've got nothing else, and I love it. I love it.
You said he's mentioned Zuma. Pete from FPL team is our newest patron, so shout out to Pete. And is White to Zuma worth it for a -4 on bench boost?
No, I wouldn't. I don't see how often I'd end up playing Zuma past this game week. I definitely don't like them in that double in 34 where it is. And you
got Fulham and Bournemouth in the next 3.
I do think so.
They get battered by Arsenal.
The interesting one on White is that you could see yourself end up benching him in the next 2 game weeks. And then you're like, I really hate the idea of benching an Arsenal player. So you end up taking him out, which is why in the end, just take him out. But I'd still think I'd rather go. I'd almost be tempted to punt on Dallo if I hadn't used all my Man United spots rather than Zuma. But hey, Zuma scored for me early in the season. So you never know. But I'm a reform man. I like cats. So no.
Fair enough. I think...
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. Just to go back to the poll, we had 115 votes on the poll. 82% of people are hitting that bench boost. 5% are wild carding. 3% are on a triple cap or free hit. That's trolling, surely. 4 people? Maybe. I don't know. 10% are not using a chip at all. So, thank you for that.
I love the fact. Just pull the fixtures up again, if we can, a sec.
Gladly.
I love the fact that at 5 o'clock tomorrow we're going to have lots of people sharing their rank, how it's changed, and how the week's gone, and where I'm at, and things. Look at it. This fully 2 game weeks. This it is massive.
Yeah. Yeah, midweek ranks are going to be everywhere. FPL
We're gonna,
optimized. We're gonna have. I'm gonna make some kind of. I'll probably end up making some kind of ship or something like that. Elephant, whatever it is.
We're gonna have. Oh, I've just realised. So Newcastle play twice after Saturday, and Man United play twice after Saturday, and Tottenham won't have played. So we're definitely going to have people that own Kane, people that have triple United and at least double Newcastle defence moan about their drop in rank on Saturday night, despite the fact that they've still got like 1 million players to play.
Yeah, like 6 plus.
Definitely
six-ish, 5 or 6 players still to play once the first time.
And obviously they've sold all the Arsenal players. So me, for example, so I'm going to have sold all my. That is the thing about this game week. So I'm going to have sold all my Arsenal players. I'm going to have triple Newcastle or double Newcastle, triple Man United and Kane. Not even played their first game at the end of Saturday night. Let alone the fact that I'm then going to have 14 doublers to go, and I'm going to moan about. And I'll be on a -8. I'm going to moan about my rank drop.
And Arsenal are going to win 5-0 tomorrow.
I'm going to post my 100% red arrow because it probably will be.
Oh, it'd be huge.
It's going a -8, and not all those players not played. It's going to be an Arsenal smash Leeds 5-0.
I think that again, I think the moves that we are seeing. I mean, have we got? I know we're basically done, but how many transfers have been made so far this week?
Mate, no one's taking Saka out.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Like 108,000. That's not loads. I mean, 250,000 on Odegaard, 200,000 on Haaland, 175,000 on Kane as well. 100. Yeah, so there's been about 500,000 transfers out on Arsenal mids.
Yeah, but 112,000 out for Saka, but 115,000 in.
I wasn't looking at in. Hold on.
So he's still a net.
Oh, he's still net positive. Yeah, so he's still net positive. That's mad.
Yeah,
that is mad.
Yeah. Oh no, Saka's gonna be huge owned.
Right, take a couple of questions and then we will disappear. So,
would you take it? Would you take Nacho out for a hit from generic in the chat?
No.
Nah.
I don't feel like Daka did anything last game.
Yeah.
Palace, Villa, Bournemouth, next 3 games, 2 of which in 29. No, I'd leave him.
Nacho and Barnes, like I know they're trials, but with no cash, they could have fun.
Yeah. Oh, Peter said, according to Save Drafts, Odegaard to Bruno is the most popular transfer. Huh? Oh, so there Pete's tracking everyone's moves. Oh, you sneaky bastard.
He got the inside info on all of us. God, I hope he hasn't checked some of the stuff that I've been trying out on there. We're done.
Apparently I'm the Brodge of content creators. I don't know whether to take that as a positive or a negative. Walks in a room, balls out and says, I'm having Matoma as my captain on bench boost.
Yes.
I'll take that.
Bang. Get to meets tomorrow. Balls on the table. Matoma cap. Let's go.
Love it. Right, guys in the chat, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck for game week 29.
Oh, we better tell them.
We're not podding Sunday.
This is your fault.
It's my fault. We're not podding Sunday. We're going to go early-ish on Monday because Tottenham play at 8 o'clock. So we will do something around 6:30 UK time on Monday, something like that. I probably should go and tell the wife that as well. So we're all prepared. But yeah, we will speak to you then. Have fun with your red arrows on Saturday, and we will speak to you on Monday. Anybody at Edinburgh, I will see you tomorrow.
See you later, mate.
Cheers, mate.